What up, what up? What's going on, family? What's going on, family? No, I just thought I might want to share this like real quick that, you know what I'm saying? So some of these videos ain't gonna make sense to the real TIs, you know what I'm saying? It might not make sense, but you know what I'm saying? It's a dialogue between me and the person that know who I'm talking to and the group of people, the gang of people that's supporting this person. I didn't know it was like that. Honestly, I didn't even know it was like that. I didn't know you had reinforcements like that. I didn't know they was coming like that. You know what I'm saying? So how I'm gonna put it, like, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So many people supported you, knowing what you did, knowing the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Boom. They weren't focused on that. That means they were locked in on me. That means it was folks that was locked in on me the whole time, and it just backfired. And it's sad. And now that you want to express yourself on, like, I want to express myself on these videos, and you know what I'm saying, because I see the indirects and stuff like that, because I actually thought this person was a TI. And maybe at some point in time he was a TI. I can look at this person, can tell that the program did numbers on him. You know what I'm saying? As a person could look at me and tell that the program did numbers on me. So, you know what I'm saying? You go for that. You be like, dang, this person really is convincing, seem like a TI. But then when you put your indirects, you ain't call out no names. Here come other people with their big platforms talking about some stop picking on other TIs, even if that person may be a bad person or whatnot. It's not your place to do that. Like, where did you come from? You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden it's a whole bunch of people supporting this TI, which I ain't dropping no shade or whatever, but now my eyes have been opened. I see things for what they are now. You know what I'm saying? So the real TIs out there, which is not many, let's just be honest, let's just be straight up just for one time in your life. You know what I'm saying? There's not that many TIs on there. That's why you see the people that really were TIs, they're not here anymore. They're not making the videos. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me to call out, but it's like, you know, people, they ran a good game. They ran a real good game, you know, and they still gonna run a game. The system gonna allow them to, it's not like checkmate. You know what I'm saying? It's just I came to the realization, and I'm spreading my truth that I came to the realization, and I'm talking to these people that I came to the realization. They don't have nothing to worry about, right? You know what I'm saying? The algorithm controls who gets the views, who gets the likes, and who see these videos. You know what I'm saying? They already kind of spilled and told, you know what I mean, for people really paying attention, what the artificial intelligence is capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? Getting digital copies of us and stuff like that. So if they could do that, sophisticated like that, what makes you think that they can't control the algorithm on who watches this? Especially if they don't want people to get this information. You know what I'm saying? So the majority of the real TIs is getting the views. You're getting views from agents. They're collecting your data and they're collecting your intelligence. But sometimes you may get, you know what I mean, a positive reinforcement or whatever, but they still participating in this thing. You know what I'm saying? The majority of people that's getting the views, they participate in this thing, negative or positive. They still participating in this, in whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? And they're supporting the person, even though they know what that person did. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We're going to override that because we want to bring you down. They want to bring me down. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, the real TIs don't really have friends out here. You know what I'm saying? There'll be so-called TIs, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, they probably look like an agent, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you, like, the devil's in the details. They'll sit there and they will tell you, you know what I'm saying, what the program does. This is how cocky they are. And they'll sit there and play, you know what I'm saying, like they're TIs. But you notice, you know what I'm saying, their situation ain't really seem like it's getting bad. Because if a person was really going through it, you'll know. You'll know if a person really going through it. These people are at a comfortable standpoint, like, yeah, these perps, same thing, yada yada. While they in their houses and cars and riding around, you know what I'm saying, and they chilling, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So it just shows you, are they posted up with their support system. You know what I mean? And they just playing along. They just want you to think that, oh, it's cool. Like, you ain't got nothing to worry about. It's cool. Stop speaking. Hush your mouth. It's cool. This is what it is. This targeted ain't that bad. When really it is that bad. It's just that the way that certain people move, a lot of people can't move like that. They can't move in a character like that. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of people gonna look at that character as soft or as weak. You know what I'm saying? But in the Bible, that's the way, the play it safe way to build a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because all they're doing is gathering dirt. So if you ever do want to poke your chest out, you know what I'm saying? Speaking to the real TIs, if you really do want to poke your chest out, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna be compromised. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna collect that data and they're gonna forever project it in front of your face, waiting for you to do something. How can one person go against a whole army? You get what I'm saying? And the person is mad that, you know what I mean, their tactics backfired on them. You know what I mean? They're mad. And now I'm good and I'm happy that I have my wife and stuff like that. Nothing to brag or boast about, which I'm pretty sure this person can get access to women. You know what I'm saying? But it's the ego. It's the thing that, dang, it backfired. How did this happen? You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't off my own intellect and understanding. It wasn't off my own ability. It was God that allowed it to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep preaching that God is the overseer. And one thing about these person agents, they are experts in the Bible. They are experts in the scripture. They know scripture, and they will use scripture to cherry pick and let it backfire on you. Will sit there and act like they man of God, but perp you at the same time and try to tell you stop picking on other TIs. You know what I'm saying? These be the very people that say that they're the pioneers of the targeted community. You know what I'm saying? The very people that want to do interviews with TIs and things like that. You got to understand, this community is compromised, y'all. If y'all don't see it, I don't know what to tell y'all. These people are actors. They're playing a role. But y'all not going to get it. And I know people ain't this dumb. So what that tell me is that people are playing along as agents. They're playing cheerleader agents. They're getting all in the comment section and rooting them on because they're on the same team. You know what I'm saying? It's already compromised. So it's like the indirects just gonna go back and forth. Why be direct? You know what I'm saying? When they can use that to their advantage. They waiting for me to be direct. Nah, you know what I'm saying? This person know who I'm talking to. And now I got to a realization that this YouTube TI community is compromised and many other platforms are compromised. Don't be fooled by Bible scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to how crafty people can put verses together and how well they can present themselves on the outside. Really pay attention to these people's actions. You know what I'm saying? People are only going to support people of their kind. You know what I'm saying? So if they talking about don't pick on other TIs and stuff like that, you know, if people see you struggling, why ain't they supporting you neither? You know what I'm saying? It's not like you want to be supported, but now you see things for what it is. And they want you to be so socially isolated that they want you to be desperate to be on their platform, to be desperate to try to jump on their platform so they continue to do the tactics. You know what I'm saying? And try to persuade you in their belief system. You know what I mean? They feel like there's no salvation, no other way but their belief system. You know what I mean? And how I feel in my belief system. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to continue going. Some people may look like, wow, how could you still believe in God? And you're going through all this torture, being bullied, you know what I'm saying? Being the SpongeBob, where everybody just, you know what I'm saying? They're taking their turn at you. And they cannot mentally figure you out. Why hasn't God intervened yet? Why hasn't God intervened yet? What's going on? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And then they want to try to push you to out the faith, to not believe in God no more. Then they completely have it. Then you broke it. Then they completely have it. But when you stand for something and don't fall for anything, you begin to realize how compromised this program was from the beginning. That's why a lot of people be deleting their videos. If they real TIs, why are they deleting their videos? And then they use the excuse, oh, you know, the YouTube, they striking me down, striking my channel down. I'm speaking too much truth, y'all. That's why they deleting our videos. Notice the pattern of the people, they had a lot of videos before and then they deleted it because they don't want certain information leaked. You know what I'm saying? It was only for a specific amount of people to view those channels and gather that information. You know what I mean? They play a real crafty game. You see my videos been up since I started this channel. You know what I'm saying? So it's a dirty, 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 dirty game out here, y'all. It's a dirty game out here. Ain't no TI community. When y'all real TIs gonna get that through y'all head, ain't no TI community. But ain't nothing wrong with spreading your truth. But be careful who you involve yourself with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very few TIs. It's way lesser TIs than you think. You know what I'm saying? With the other TIs, you know what I mean? That's probably covert. You get what I'm saying? And they having their way with these people. But as far as an overt TI that they doing these tactics to, it's a very few limited amount. It's a whole lot of people participating in your harassment. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably people that have no idea, but they're susceptible because they have no idea. They're ignorant to it. So with that being said, man, y'all see the truth, man. I see the truth. I see for what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to keep doing what I need to do. And I know that they're at the point where it's just like they want me out of here. You know what I mean? It ain't about me moving. It's about me compromising. It's about me participating with them. You know what I'm saying? It's about them blackmailing me and bribing me, trying to dig dirt and use that against me, use my mind against me to try to break me down. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And that's how you know one thing, that they ain't real TIs. Because they using information that, where did they get this information at? You know what I'm saying? Where did they get this information? You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, wow, you really get to see who are the fake TIs. You know what I'm saying? People get on the comment section like, oh, the gang stalkers are here. Like, how do you know? How do you know? You know what I'm saying? How do people know? It's like people start telling themselves, like real TIs pay attention. They'll tell them themselves, and they be so cocky with it, they don't even care. Because it's all part of it. That whole YouTube thing, majority was all part of it. The people that was making the real TIs, they weren't making videos no more. They had videos years ago and was very informational. But they ain't making videos no more. It's been compromised. But it's good to gather, you know what I'm saying, to listen and soak up whatever I can soak up. Cool, no problem with that, even if it's coming from agents and perps. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And with that being said, I'm going to continue to get that bread, and I'm going to continue to hold my head, and I'm going to keep my heart on God's words. Peace.